So this is Bermuda Bubble Tea's strawberry fruit tea. Here we go. I've conducted quite a few food reviews at this point in my YouTube career, and Bermuda Bubble Tea feels like the most personal and special to date. The rise of Bermuda Bubble Tea is a story of determination, sacrifice, and innovation. This family-owned business started over a year ago in Somerset. Really, they were birthed in the midst of COVID, uncertainty, and a lot of upheaval amongst the entrepreneur community. I remember this was a time when a lot of businesses on the island were closing. So to say that the owners took a risk is, quite frankly, an understatement, especially considering that Bermuda Bubble Tea was not widely available in Bermuda at this point. Can you imagine that? You couldn't really find Bermuda Bubble Tea anywhere in Bermuda in 2021. Boba tea, commonly called bubble tea, was birthed out of Taiwan in the 1980s, and it took almost 40 years to get to Bermuda, even though it was doing well in other parts of the world like the UK, Canada, Japan, and the US. No one had taken that risk to see if it could thrive here on the Devil's Isle. So when my sister and I heard that not only there was a bubble tea shop, but the owners had a vast array of flavors they'd been testing, we were instant fans. In almost meteoric fashion, Bermuda Bubble Tea rose to become arguably one of the most popular spots to stop for a sweet treat or beverage in the West End. There were very few instances that I remember driving over to their Somerset location and there not being a line. I live in town, and making that 25-minute drive once a week was less than ideal. But still, my sister and I made it. Then finally the day came. The owners pulled us aside, as loyal customers, and gave us the inside scoop. They told us they were opening a second location in town. We live in the city of Hamilton, grew up here as children, so this news was monumental because not only was this proof that boba tea had pull, but it was also an indication that this Taiwanese delight is here to stay. Bermuda Bubble Tea's Washington Mall location is a piece of art in its own right. It has sleek see-through glass that encases you when you walk in. Also, the seating feels very intimate with its rose red leather exterior. I've seen several instances of couples sitting at the counter for a quick post-lunch treat, and needless to say, they're always happy and having a great time. If you're a student or a working professional, such as myself, this is a fantastic spot for you. You can pull out your laptop and follow up on commitments, or simply use BBT as a midday getaway because the location is probably in close proximity to your office. There's ample area for you to spread out. I personally really love the white granite touch of the counters, and this makes the entire space look and feel clean. Also, the gorgeous plants that they have placed around only further this feeling of cleanliness and order. The fauna really adds this nice aesthetic touch to the space. One thing I noticed at each location is there's a yummy, delicious aroma that wafts out of the door and into the surrounding area. It's almost like a syrupy, sugary candy smell that once inhaled, you're trapped. I assume this is a byproduct of processing the tapioca pearls. I can't say for sure. Whatever it is, it makes me spend my entire check. Speaking of checks, Bermuda Bubble Tea offers a laundry list of teas ranging from $6.99 to $9.99. Their cheapest teas are the fruit teas, which are black tea or green tea based. These teas include flavors like kiwi, mango, watermelon, strawberry, green apple, peach, lychee, honeydew, and more. They also have more expensive milk-based teas such as taro, brown sugar, cookies and cream, matcha, salted caramel cheesecake, snickerdoodle, white chocolate, hazelnut, and the list goes on. They have every type of cheesecake variation that you could imagine. I think it's also worth mentioning that they do have milk alternatives like oat milk and almond milk, which I take advantage of every time I go. One cool thing about Bermuda Bubble Tea is that they let you control the sugar levels of your drink. If you desire, you can request sweetness levels that range from 25% all the way up to 100%. You can get a wide variety of add-ons to diversify your drink even further. I love this aspect of Bermuda Bubble Tea because this allows for you to keep coming back each week and always have the option to try something new. Add-ons include Crystal Boba, Bursting Boba, Tricolor Jelly, Red Beans, Traditional Tapioca Pearls, which of course is most people's favorite, Coffee Jelly, Taro Cubes, Lychee Crystal Boba, Rainbow Crystal Boba, Mango Star Jelly, Oreo Bits, Lychee Bursting Boba, Strawberry, Green Apple, and Passion Fruit Bursting Boba, Coconut Jelly, and so many more. You can also choose between a small and large cup size depending on your thirst levels. And if you aren't already convinced as to Bermuda Bubble Tea's endless variety of options, even the packaging of your drink changes depending on which location you're at. All of this adds to the experience of feeling like you're getting something new each time you visit. And that matters because people love variety, whether they choose to capitalize on it or not. And Bermuda Bubble Tea gives you all of the options you could ever ask for. In addition, Bermuda Bubble Tea does offer many yummy items that aren't, for lack of a better term, liquid-based. They have multicolored macaroons, donuts, pastries, dumplings, locally made popcorn, which Bermudians absolutely love, crepes, pancakes, Pringles, bubble waffles, and they always have muffins of various flavors. So when you think about Bermuda Bubble Tea from a food perspective, they're a good place to drop by for a quick breakfast snack if you work in town and are running late to work, or just baked goods in general. Such a variety of savory and sweet options is always welcome because sometimes you need a little food to go along with your drink. I personally have not tried any of their protein options, of which they have quite a few at their Somerset location. But if you ever try it out, please do drop a comment down below. I love to hear what you think about their lunch options. Also, what do you think about the prices? I'd say they're not too bad in my opinion, which is not super common in Bermuda, if you know what I mean. Another thing that I believe you all should be aware of is the numerous products, toys, keychains, and plushies that Bermuda Bubble Tea sells. They have glass bubble tea cups with metallic straws that are reusable, so every time you come in to purchase a drink, you have an option to use their environmentally friendly drinking cups. The key thing is just don't forget to bring it whenever you make your trip. They also offer bubble tea plushies that come in various common colors and facial expressions. I've seen yellow ones, pink ones, green ones, brown and new color ones. Also, you can get them in sizes that range from tiny to absolutely gigantic. They make for a great birthday or holiday gift if you have a friend or relative that's into cute things. Also, their quality is very good. They have a soft suede feel to them, so I don't anticipate you having any longevity issues with these items if you do choose to buy them. Bermuda Bubble Tea also sells these cool, almost lava lamp-esque keychains that I've seen quite often around the island. I feel like bubble tea drinkers fall into two camps. You either love it or it isn't for you, probably because of the texture. But for those of you that do find yourself coming back weekly, I'd recommend their keychains. They're a great conversation starter and just something cool to have hanging around. Also, the plastic on these items is thick, so once again, Bermuda Bubble Tea is winning in the quality department because you always feel like you're purchasing a high quality item, which you are. I think I'd be amiss if I didn't talk about the staff at Bermuda Bubble Tea as well. To put them into a nutshell, and not to get too sappy, they're kind, young, energetic, and quick. And I think that's really important to highlight. Not a lot of things on an island are quick. If you've ever heard of Island Time, then you know exactly where I'm going with this. But Bermuda Bubble Tea staff is certainly the exception. They turn out drinks like no one's business, which is a testament to their hard work because there's always a line out the door. I can honestly say I've never seen them slacking off or in a bad mood. They really do care about each other, and you can tell the friendships are genuinely deep. My boy Michael is one of the hardest workers I've ever met, and the staff overall wants what is best for you, which is a great customer experience. I can't say that about a lot of places, and that isn't an indictment on anyone, but kudos to Bermuda Bubble Tea because you all are great. All right, now we're going to get to the taste testing portion of the video. So if you've made it this far, please don't forget to like and subscribe because we're almost at 1,000 subscribers, which means the channel is close to monetization. So thanks for that. And of course, thanks again for watching. I may or may not have spent $40 today on bubble tea, and honestly, I could not be happier because I love these people at Bermuda Bubble Tea and all of the awesomeness that they have brought to this island. Ooh. So satisfying. Wait for the pop. Woo! I love that. I love that. Oh, I didn't do that one as good. Ooh, that's so satisfying. I think I have a new favorite. The next tea that we have up is the mango fruit tea, and this is also one that I'm very familiar with. I'm actually going to put this to the side for now. Here's where we stand in terms of the finals for the boba tea tasting. So I would say that my favorite right now is the peach boba tea with the crystal boba, just because it really just does everything in a boba tea that I want it to do. You know, it has a nice little crunch to it. It's super refreshing, nice and sweet, and it's giving me all of those fruity notes that I really want. I would say in second place is the mango boba tea, just because it's a classic to me. It's one of my favorites, has always been one of my favorites, and absolutely is a 10 out of 10. I apologize that I didn't actually try it in this video or like in front of you right here, just because I kind of want to save it for whenever I get home. Then we have the brown sugar, which the brown sugar is just a conglomeration of all of the things that I personally like in a milk tea, especially an oat milk tea, because it gives me all of the super sweet and sugary just whenever my sweet tooth is kind of wanting me to go out and get something that's just gonna kind of hit the spot. Next, we have the cookies and cream. I absolutely love the cookies and cream just because I love Oreos in general. Being so low might make it seem like, oh, Grant didn't really like it or it wasn't one of his favorites, but actually I think it's gonna be one that whenever I'm not in the mood for brown sugar, it'll definitely be my backup for sure. And then finally, the green apple boba tea. Depending on the day, I feel like this one could just as easily be over here at first place. It's a really nice tea. You know, if you're a green apple lover, especially if you love like the Welch's juices and stuff like that, but you also don't want that super artificial syrupy taste, then go for this. Come here, order this drink, and I guarantee you'll like it more than anything that you could get at the grocery store. All right, so I think that wraps it up for my little taste testing. All right, so I just wanted to ask you all really quick, how did you hear about Bermuda Bubble Tea?
My friends.
Just through friends, through social media?
Yeah.
And what do you think about the new location? More convenient, because you don't have to drive so far?
Yeah.
So how did you hear about Bermuda Bubble Tea?
I actually found out about them on Harbor Nights. Have you ever heard of Harbor Nights? In the summer. It was my first time actually getting it like this summer. So I've kind of been addicted ever since.
And what flavor did you get?
I got a strawberry fruit tea with mango boba.
Nice, nice. I get that one a lot too. I'm here with Answer, who is absolutely one of like my favorite people on this whole island.
That's very sweet of you, thank you.
Well, you know. So Answer, quick question. You're thinking about going to Bermuda Bubble Tea. We know that they just opened up a new location in town. What is your favorite flavor?
Taro. That's gotta be my favorite. Yes! Yes, what's yours?
I would probably say now my favorite flavor is peach. Peach boba,
I never tried. Okay, honestly, I haven't tried any other flavor but taro, just because I love taro so much.
Really? She is a big taro person.
Yeah.
And she likes to get it all blended up in the different like.
Oh.
I think she does it with oat milk. Do you make it all fancy like that or no? No. Oh, let me not speak for Andrea there. My bad. I actually think you're really gonna like this new location.
Okay.
Yeah, it's beautiful inside, and it's actually always like it's super packed.
Okay.
So.
I look forward to experiencing it myself.
I ordered a salted caramel, the best flavor, and if you go to the bubble tea store, you have to get that flavor.
I got salted caramel. It's the best thing in the world. And you should get it before you get anything else.
Yeah, he got Snickerdoodle.
Mm-hmm.
So, Grant, what do you rate the drink out of 1 out of 10?
1 out of 10?
10 being the best and 1 being the worst.
I would give this an 8.5 out of 10. I just got to try out the Ube Boba Tea today, and the best way I can describe this drink is, and please don't confuse it for taro, because it's not taro, is that this tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. This oat milk based tea is just absolutely delicious. It's super sweet. It's got like a, I don't even want to say cinnamony, but almost like a very mild vanilla-y-esque type taste to it, and it's just really soothing, and I love it. I absolutely love this thing. And it is called the Ube, so how you spell this is U-B-E, U-B-E. So definitely check it out. It's going to be one of the newer products that's coming to Bermuda Bubble Tea, and the owners actually just told me that it was something they were recently testing. So it may or may not be in stores by the time you check it out, and if it's not, I apologize, but it definitely is going to be something that I think is going to be a bestseller for them.
Okay guys, so this is the end of the video. So make sure to like and subscribe and turn on the post notifications so you're always
Aware when a new video comes.
yeah. Bye.
What are you laughing at?
You drip some on yourself.